Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Friday, December 28th, 2018, here with your free live show. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com, premium and premium plus. We always do at least 3 free picks on this show. Our best bets are always over at sportschatexperts.com. Today is free-for-all Friday, and if you're going to ask your question, this is the format right here. Team A versus Team B with the point spread. This way we don't have any confusion. I know last week, super frustrating, and as often is the case.
This is the format right here.
There's hundreds of games over the course of a week or weekend, and they're all fair game on free-for-all Fridays. But if you guys don't tell me Team A versus Team B with the point spread, I generally don't know what you're talking about. Because something like Memphis, there's Memphis football, Memphis basketball, there's the Memphis Grizzlies. It could be anything. So if you say Memphis, question mark, I have no idea what you're talking about. So let's work together. It's free for all Fridays, and see if we can get some picks out here. Hopefully you guys are off to a good day. A lot of you guys saw on my personal Facebook page, I was at Steven Tyler concert last night. It's awesome. You guys know I'm a rocker. I love rock and roll. Love the old stuff. I like heavy metal, like the really loud stuff that my neighbors hate. Love it. The stuff that most people, you can't understand the words. It's just really fast, hard guitar playing. Yeah, that stuff. Metallica. Motorhead. I don't care. I love it. Of course, we have our podcast. It's called Sports Pick Info. I used to do it 4 nights a week. Now I only do it once a week. At least that's for the time being. Last night, Craig Trapp was on the podcast. But, of course, today is Free For All Friday. I see a lot of these questions coming in. So, cool. We'll have plenty of picks to choose from. For some reason, I lost the Ecam. I don't know where those questions went to. So, here's a stupid question. Where Vegas? What the hell does that mean? Someone can explain that to me? I mean, I don't get it. You guys got to be super clear. Super, super clear. Try and handle as many questions as I can, but if you guys don't help me, I can't do it. So,
I used to do it.
So I see a lot of questions coming in. That's good. So we'll have plenty of games to go over. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com. For some reason, I can't. Oh, Maui. You're in Maui. Yeah, the question, he said, Vegas. The question was, where did you see Steven Tyler? Like, there's a whole bunch of Vegas up there. How would I get that from that question? I mean, think about it. Look at all the questions that are coming through, right? We have 60 people or something so far on YouTube and, 50 or something on Facebook. So it's like, how would I possibly know with all these questions coming in? Of course, the format is Team A versus Team B with the point spread or total. That's the format for Free For All Fridays to ask questions. So, of course, we do at least 3 free picks on the show. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you could hit that thumbs up, that would be great. Those of you that are hitting the thumbs down, we appreciate you showing up. But, of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. I don't know why on Ecamm I'm not seeing the comments anymore. Which is weird. Let me see what they're saying. Source overlays. Options. I don't know. I can never figure these things out. We're just happy that we're able to get the video up there and have the show. Yeah, here's Michael Taylor. Doesn't put the point spread. We have no idea what he's talking about. Timo, no point spread. All right. Seen a lot of this game. Looks like we're going to do Auburn Purdue. That's the one that most people want to hear here. So we'll start with that game. I think this is a really, really, really tough game because we've seen Purdue look so motivated in spots. Hey, Sam. I see Sam sleeping right behind me there, my dog of the day. Here, we'll move this glass. Be able to see it a little better. Hey, buddy. Sam, you like the dogs today? Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. But in this one, Purdue, and we'll get back to the game. It's Purdue against Purdue against Auburn. So when we look at Auburn, it's been a disappointing season, but let's look at who those disappointments came against. The last 2 losses were to Alabama and Georgia, 2 pretty good teams. They have other losses to Mississippi State and LSU. There's really not a slouch in the bunch. Actually, 4 of the 5 losses are to teams playing in New Year's Day bowl games. The one bad loss is Tennessee. When we look at Purdue, they have the wins over Ohio State, but then they have some horrible losses, Wisconsin and the like. I think what we see with Purdue is when they play against the bigger, stronger teams, they basically get run over. So I know that Purdue's emotional, and I know all that good stuff, and I know that when they play in these emotional games, they seem to play a lot better. But I gotta take Auburn here. I just think they're the better team. I think they have the better athletes from top to bottom, and if Malzahn can get them any kind of motivated in this game, they should absolutely flatten Purdue. But anyways, we do at least 3 free picks. Today's Free for All Friday, so all of the games come from from you guys. So I take the most popular ones. Purdue's 0-1 against the SEC this year. Like that, I think a lot of those stats like this, the trends, I think they're so unimportant. Yeah, it's 1 per person. We don't go through the entire card. And we did that game already. So but anyways, we do at least 3 free picks. It is Free for All Friday. Of course, our best bet's always at sportschatexperts.com. Yeah, it's like the thing about these conferences, and when you look at them in the bowls and things, depending on who is where, what positioning of the team in the bowl game is affected by that. So I know that just sounded really, really confusing, but I'll explain it to you. So Ohio State is playing in the Rose Bowl, and that's traditionally a spot where a Big Ten team goes. Washington is playing in the Rose Bowl, a spot where traditionally the Pac-12 champion goes. Okay? But in the SEC, in the ACC, in the Big 12, in those 3 conferences, the champion is playing in the playoffs. So basically everything else is pushed down. So like in the SEC, Georgia's the 2nd place finisher. They lost the championship game. They're playing in the Sugar Bowl. And then LSU is an at-large bowl team, right? So, and they're playing in the Fiesta Bowl. So everything is kind of pushed down. Same thing, Oklahoma, generally the Big 12, they don't have a real bowl affiliation. Somewhat the Orange Bowl, but not so much. But Oklahoma's playing the playoff game, so Texas is playing Georgia. While if it was just regular bowl season, it would be Alabama, Oklahoma in the sugar, and everything else would be pushed down. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. That's why I think the whole bowl system is screwed. I think Nick Saban's an idiot. I'm going to take 5 minutes or a minute or two to do my Nick Saban's an idiot rant. Felt like writing an article yesterday. I haven't done that in a while. Nick Saban is the stupidest man on the face of the planet. This guy doesn't even make any sense. I mean, this was his argument for just having 2 teams. He only wants 2 teams in the playoff system instead of an expanded playoff system. He says it would hurt attendance of the bowl games. And then he also said more players would sit out games. So I guess he didn't see that Pinstripe Bowl where the entire upper deck of Yankee Stadium was dead empty. There was about 12 people at that game. Then, if anyone saw the Quick Lane Bowl from Detroit the other night, empty. Players sitting out. There's never been a player that sat out of a playoff game. Not one has ever sat out of a playoff game. It's these insignificant bowl games, which would still be insignificant if they're not playing for a championship, where players are sitting out. If they're playing in a playoff, these players would not be sitting out. So if that Quick Lane Bowl was a first-round playoff game and Michigan was the host team or Ohio State or something, right? Do you think that half of Michigan's team would be sitting out for that game? I mean, Nick Saban, how fucking stupid are you? I mean, seriously, give me a call, buddy. Text me, message me, do whatever. I'll explain to you. We'll go through the attendance of these games, and we'll look at how many players have sat out playoff games versus how many players have sat out meaningless Gator Bowl games. This guy is just a moron. I mean, what an idiot. I mean, I honestly think someone dropped him on his head. Anyways. Let's get to another pick here. I hate Nick Saban's guts. This guy eats oatmeal pies, Little Debbie oatmeal pies for breakfast every morning. I mean, brain surgery. Good football coach, but man, when it comes to understanding life in general, this guy's an idiot. I mean, he is an idiot of idiots. I mean, how many people were at that Quick Lane Bowl yesterday? Anyways, if you're watching us on YouTube Live, you could hit the thumbs up. We would appreciate it. If you're on Facebook Live, just keep firing away with your questions, and I will do my best to answer them. We'll get to our next pick for today's show. Let's see what we got. Iowa State, Washington State. I didn't give out a premium pick on this game. This game scares the hell out of me. Pac-12 is always just so wishy-washy as a conference. We're never really sure what they're doing, what they're up to. And so far, we saw Cal, and they looked anemic in that game against TCU. They're absolutely horrible. Yeah, it's a rare day I dropped the F-bomb on the show. I think it might be the second time in history I've ever done that. But this guy is just so stupid. I mean, it's just moronic. I mean, how does this make any sense to anybody? Why wouldn't someone say, Nick, how many people were at the Quick Lane Bowl? Nick, how many people were at the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl? Or it's not even Popeyes anymore. How many people were at the Gasparilla Bowl or whatever you call it? How many people were at these games? A quarter of a stadium. How many players have ever sat out a playoff game? I mean, let's count them on our fingers, right? It's this many. Zero, right? Or, well, this is fourth down, but 0. Oh, man. Anyways, Washington State against Iowa State tonight. I don't like the way the Pac-12 has looked, but Iowa State, they just seem to be, back and forth. Mike Leach, historically, he falls short in the bigger games. And I don't know. I think Iowa State can do enough to confuse them. I know the Big 12, the defense is generally not too good, but Iowa State is the one team that can play defense in the Big 12. And I kind of like them. And I think that Campbell is really one of the best up-and-coming coaches in college football. I don't love this game. It's a lean at best. I will take Iowa State in that one. I would take them on the money line. But anyways, do at least 3 free picks. It's free for all Friday, meaning all the questions come from you guys. Of course, our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com. No game off limits today. Yeah, Nick Saban gets me fired up because he's just an idiot. I mean, it's just a moron. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. In what planet does this guy live on? I don't watch MMA, so I'm not going to give out a pick on it. We have free picks at the site if you want to watch it, if you want to read them. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Looking for another pick here from you guys. Let's see. It's not seeming to be any kind of consensus on what game you guys want to see here. So, I guess I'll just pick one myself and go to the NBA. And we go to, let's see, the Bulls taking on the Wizards. I'm less than convinced on the Wizards this year. You guys know that. I'm not a Wizards person. I'm not a Wizards fan. I don't like what's going on with the Wizards. I'm going to take the Bulls here plus the points. I know that they've been stinking it up. And actually, we probably would have had a few perfect shows on here if we didn't take the Bulls. So I will take the Chicago Bulls. Pacers, Pistons. I like the Pistons in this one, getting the 6.5. I think these two teams are super similar. And I think when you have similar teams, you have close games. So taking the points generally a good idea in games like that. Styles make fights. Styles make games. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you could hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. We do free picks every single day. We usually do at least 3 free picks. We've done 4 already today. I'll do 1 more. All the picks come from the audience on Free For All Friday. Yeah, just because a team gets blown out one night has nothing to do with if they're going to get blown out the next night unless they're playing back-to-backs. It's professional sports. And it is what it is. It's like they don't play the same team. Alright, we'll do 1 more free pick. I'll be one of mine again, I guess, since no one has anything for me. Go to college basketball, which gets back into action tonight. Let me just pick a random game. Oh, I like this one. James Madison up against William and Mary. James Madison's getting 7 points in this game. William and Mary is just 4-8 on the season, but you know, when you look at the numbers, this game is closer to a pick'em than a 7-point game. I know that James Madison's record's a little overstated. Yeah, we did that game. Just because you show up late doesn't mean you get to do it. Anyways, I'm going to take James Madison and the points in this one, and I'll wrap up today's show. So our picks were James Madison +7. We took the Bulls plus the points. We took the Pistons plus the points. We took Iowa State money line, and we took Auburn. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys tomorrow for a big day of college football.